Behavioral questions. Have you heard this term or phrase from other career coaches or HR professionals as you're preparing for an upcoming interview? We're going to tackle this topic today. I want to first welcome you all to this presentation. My name is Anita Prier, and I'm the CEO for Prier Consulting LLC. Again, today we're going to tackle behavioral questions. I'm sure you job seekers have heard this term, again, from many HR professionals that may be assisting you on your career journey. I want to begin with a question for you. What are behavioral questions? Are they just questions you're asked in an interview? Is there more to it? What are they? Behavioral questions are best defined as questions to help potential employers understand how you would respond to various workplace situations and the steps you take to mitigate that as well. Okay? A traditional question is usually one question that you're being asked. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Our favorite question, tell me about yourself. That's just one question. Whereas with a behavioral question, it's kind of a tier. There's multiple questions being presented as one to you. Here are some examples. Share with me an innovative idea you had. How did you present that idea to leadership? What challenges did you endure and how did you overcome them? Again, you have multiple questions, again, being presented as one. Another example, tell me about a mistake you made. How did you handle that? And what lesson did you learn from that situation? Another question, one of my favorites, you were given additional tasks at work. How did you handle that? What types of organization tools or skills did you utilize to support yourself with that transition? Okay. Again, these different questions help potential employers understand how you work through challenges. Challenges are not always bad. It helps individuals overcome something, learn something more about themselves. Steve Harvey always says, good things don't come from comfort zones. Okay. So keep that in mind as well. That's a lot, I understand, but there's some tips that you can keep in mind. At the beginning of your interview, ask the interviewer if you can take some different notes throughout your interview. Write down some keywords, some different things that are important for you to revisit. Just like you're being interviewed for a potential position with that company or organization, you're interviewing them as well. Okay? Another thing is to consider the method that you use when preparing to answer these questions, because it's important. It's so important that you answer each of the questions. So utilize either CAR or STAR. Okay? CAR stands for context, which is a situation, action, what did you do? And then result. What happened as a result of the action you took? Whereas STAR is a situation, what happened? Task, what were you assigned? Action, what did you do? What was done? And then what was the result? Okay? Either method works best. It's based upon your preference, but the most important thing is to answer each of those questions. I can't tell you how many recruiters tell me, I ask these questions and people do not even answer them. So make sure you're doing that by utilizing a certain method that will help you do that. Another thing is, while you're being asked different questions throughout your interview, write down some key words to help you answer those questions. There are many categories of behavioral questions, so you don't know ultimately the kind of question you'll be presented, but as long as you're keeping those different keywords, you can answer it with ease. And then lastly, if you get stuck on a question or you forget the question, has it happened to anyone? It's happened to me. Just continue to think back to the job description or some skill sets and keywords that are needed or mentioned on that job description, and mention some of those, play up some of those until you begin to jog your memory. Okay? I know that behavioral questions are not easy. As a person that does interviewing prep on a regular basis, even I still have to practice. So know that you still can overcome them, but keep these different tips in mind. Okay? Thank you again so much for watching this brief video. Again, my name is Anita Prier. If you have any questions, suggestions, or you're seeking a career coach, please feel free to reach out to me directly and I'll be in touch with you. Thank you so much for your time. Have a great day.